Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe and click the gray bell to receive the notifications. That way you get notified to your phone when I post. And if you are a current subscriber, thanks for coming back. Welcome in. Today's reading is for Aries. This is going to be twin flame energy relationship going into November of 2021. Okay. My video prior to this, it actually froze up on me about 4 minutes in, but I really wanted to continue on with this message. So I've left the spread out and we're going to just start over. On the bottom of the deck, I do have the Three of Wands. So for some of you, there may or may not be communication with your twin flame. So however that resonates for you, some of you in the month of November might reach out to them, or they might even reach out to you. So there might be somebody who's going to make connection. If there isn't connection, the first two cards I had are the Knight of Wands in the reverse and then the World card. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that somebody is a little bit not as invested as the other person. There's someone more invested, and the person that's more invested is very open and they would like to travel. They would like to complete cycles within their relationship, and it's like they want to, do a lot of things together and, make a life together and things like that. But it's like there's also an energy here, and you can reverse these roles however you need to between you and the other person. But there's also another energy here of just somebody who's not ready. Somebody who, maybe they're not as diligent, as responsible, or there all the time, and it's sort of a double-edged sword here, because it's not that it's not a good fit, but it's not fitting well, right? So I just feel like either you or the other person, I kind of feel more like it's you, Aries, actually feels like, you give more to this person. You're willing to go further than this person is willing to go with you, okay? And it's starting to come to light. It's something that needs to be obvious. It needs to be more obvious. The next card I had here is the Eight of Pentacles. So somebody is spending a lot of time on a project. And whether it is that this thing has anything to do with the relationship or just with work in general, because I see both. I see that there's some people who could be trying really hard to work on the relationship, on themselves. Maybe the partner said that, you need to work on this and this and this. And so this person took it really seriously and they're trying to work on things. For others, I actually am seeing here that you are working a ton at your jobs because you're trying to keep yourself occupied. And it's not a bad thing to occupy yourself with, because you're working and essentially helping to take care of you and your life and pay your bills. So there's no shame in this. But what I see is that even though there's all this working, it's to usually subsidize the thoughts of this person, because you don't want to overdo it, or you don't want to bother them too much or annoy them and things like that. And so someone's really busy working, and if it's not at work, maybe they have a project at home, and so when they get home, they like put a certain amount of time and hours, on this certain project. The next card I had here is the Three of Cups. It is in the reverse. So if there was any kind of third party that was involved, and it could be anything. It could just be a person that your partner dated before you, and then dated you, and then maybe went back to. So it's not necessarily that it was a cheat. It doesn't have to have been a cheat here. It could have just been, and someone was an in-between person, in between a relationship, on again, off again situation. You know what I'm saying? So for some of you, you were dealing with that. For some of you, maybe there was infidelity, straight up third party, and for others, it could have even been a threesome. okay? And it was all involvement, and everybody was compliant, and everybody had talked about it, and it was an adult thing. Whatever it is, it's done now. There's not really that third party anymore. You know, especially like the first example that I gave about somebody who maybe was just in between another person. You know, they broke up with that person, so they hung out with you, and then maybe things didn't work out with you. You guys got into an argument, so then they went back to their old partner. Well, the old partner, it's done between them. Whether or not it has anything to do with you, it's just that it's over. There's not the third party anymore. But somebody is felt leaving, let's see. But somebody here is feeling very much like their guard is up. They have a wall up. They're just not really as open anymore. Somebody has some serious trust issues. They have some serious like inner thoughts going on where, you know, they're having trouble trusting someone. Someone isn't trusted here. I feel trust is something that's really, really big coming out of this card for you in this relationship, in this situation. And it's almost as if someone has to earn your trust back, or, you know, there's been stipulations. There's been a plan that's been either thought out or talked about, whatever it is. Somebody's upset, they're heated, and they expect to have someone respect them back because something got messed up and there was a lack of respect. Let's go ahead and clarify all these cards now. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. This is for Aries, November 2021, Twin Flame. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Why is this here for Aries? Wow, we have Three of Wands again, but it's now in the reverse. No communication. Like, I kind of am feeling that. I'm feeling like we're going into November possibly not communicating with this person, okay? Somebody doesn't want to communicate. Somebody might block in November. Somebody might ghost and block and not communicate and just leave and just not speak to you. You know, this person might do that. Or you might do that to them. So I feel like you guys have been in communication. You guys are in communication now, but going into November, that might change. Let's see why the World card is here. This is for Aries. The Emperor. So this card is sometimes somebody who can be a little sneaky, all right, because they're very selfish. This is a selfish attitude. This is somebody who's only thinking of themselves. They're really not trying to impress anyone else. They're really not thinking about anyone else. They don't have like feelings for other people. And so for some reason that's correlating here with this World card. Like I said, I feel a double-edged sword happening here. I feel like there is a lot of love, and there's like, you know, was or is potential for something amazing, but also at the same time there's not. Somebody is controlling you. This person is manipulating you. They're manipulating your mind. They're giving you false hope, false dreams. This person really only honestly is thinking of themselves usually. All right, let's go ahead and clarify the Eight of Pentacles. This is for Aries, November 2021. Ten of Cups. So when you're working and you're working and you're working, you really just want happiness. You're just working towards the Ten of Cups. Now, The Ten of Cups is obviously coming into your life, but it might come into your life in a different form than you expect it to. So maybe you were expecting to fall in love with one person, and but by the time the end of the year is over, there might actually be a different person. You might even meet someone at work, someone entirely new. But keep doing whatever it is that you're working on, project, work, whatever it is that's been keeping you preoccupied and busy, because you're finding happiness there. You're finding a different type of happiness that you really can't get anywhere else coming. So whatever you do, that's really special, that this is like this for you. So continue with that. Don't, lose sight of that, because this is actually something very like fruitful for you, and it's going to replenish you and be very healthy for you in some way. And it might be because you might meet somebody, and it might just be because this is what's going to help you get out of the situation too. So maybe there's people at work who are trying to help you, they're giving you advice, this person's not good for you, stuff like that. That could also be happening as well. All right, Three of Cups in the reverse. This is for Aries. Wow, I have Six of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. So this is past person energy, right? This is like when an ex, I'm not surprised to see this in a twin flame reading. It's like when an ex decides to come back around, okay? So it's kind of fucked up, but it's like third party ends, and so then the ex decides maybe that they want to contact you. Or it could also just have something to do with somebody could be trying to connect with that third party, even though there's not a connection there anymore. Somebody's thinking about it. In November, maybe somebody might reach out. But someone from the past correlating with the Three of Cups here. So just be careful. I feel like because that third party thing is no longer, somebody's yearning for something from the past, or it might just be your ex, and they're going to come back or try to contact you in November because the third party is over. Okay? Maybe they do have you blocked now. It's kind of however it resonates with you. This person is definitely being a typical twin flame, though. This is exactly what they do. This is exactly how it goes. It's a really vicious cycle, and it really never changes. Okay. Four of Pentacles. This is for Aries, November 2021. I have Ten of Cups in the reverse now. Interesting. And then we have Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck, because I'm going to end that there. So this is that a decision needs to be made, or will be made, or has been made. Somebody is in the midst of a decision here. Somebody will make a decision in November. Whether or not they have all the information that they need to make the decision, one will need to be made. Here with that Four of Pentacles, we were sort of talking about how I felt like, maybe trying to give somebody a second chance, maybe, like I said, if they can, get their act together or not do what they did before, maybe things will work out. And it's almost like waiting to, you're angry, but you're waiting to maybe try to give them another chance. And unfortunately, with the Ten of Cups in the reverse here, it just isn't worth it. It's never going to really be that Ten of Cups, like in the upright, like this. You actually get more love and more benefit from sitting at work, working your ass off, than you do from the relationship. The relationship's going to fail. The relationship's not going to last. Your job is going to outlast the relationship, most likely, okay? And this is just kind of how this goes for twin flame relationships. But honestly, for whoever this reading resonates for, I really don't see anything positive coming out of this. I truly don't. It looks really very familiar to me to a twin flame energies, and it's just going to be an on again, off again vicious cycle, okay? So make that decision. We have Six of Pentacles too on the bottom of the deck. Make that decision. okay? Figure out what really is going to benefit you in the long run, what really, you know, who really cares about you, who really loves you. You know, these are things that are really important. So make sure that you think long and hard about that when you make your decision. And I think that you can decide something better for yourself in the month of November, okay, Aries? So you guys take care, and I will see you guys again on the next video. Take care. Peace and love.